turnover, and Schroeder commits the foul as the Raptors try to make a run. Schroeder gets up, and Trent Jr. and OG is saying that he was just trying to help him up, and tempers flaring here in the first quarter with 2:24 to go. You see Fred VanVleet over there, and Fred is trying to bring Gary Trent Jr. to the side.
Welcome back to the Airborne Podcast. I'm your host, Ajit. That's Big Boy Bravs with us. We got Thanos back on the podcast. The Raptors could not make it a 3-game winning streak, boys, as they lose to the Los Angeles Lakers 110-101. The game was basically over in the first quarter. The Raptors allowed the perimeter shooting to go off the whole night. Not the Raptors three-point shooting. I'm talking about the opposing team.
Lakers.
The Los Angeles Lakers. I remember hearing this during the game that they allowed the first 9 out of 10 threes to be assisted for the Lakers.
Yeah, I heard that too.
And at the end of the first quarter, the Lakers are shooting 64%, and the Raptors only shooting 34%. I can't remember, but
the first quarter?
Yeah, the first quarter, I felt like there was a huge differential. I think it was 64% to like 34%. We were shooting horrible.
Yeah. I think it was 40%.
We were playing zone defense, right? And then they'll attack, they'll drive it up, and then they'll swing it out right away. And then top defense scrambles, and then boom, they hit that three.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Gary Trent Jr., Pascal Siakam didn't really have a good game. Pascal ended off the game with 27 points and 7 rebounds.
He was so trash.
No, it was out of free throws, right?
But if you looked at his efficiency from those shots, he got 27 points on like 21 shots.
Yeah.
And with Gary Trent Jr., he had an off night. We'll give them both a pass because they've been doing well for the past couple of games. OG Anunoby got ejected in the first quarter, trying to do a WWE move.
That was.
I don't know what was happening during that play. Like, was it? Do you guys think it was intentional or what? Because
I don't think so, man. He was
I don't know, because why did he pick him up like that? I don't get it.
I feel like when he was about to drop, when Dennis Schroeder held him from getting the bucket, he was trying to hold on to Dennis Schroeder, but he didn't feel like Dennis Schroeder was trying to hold on to him to keep him up. He thought he was trying to like make him, probably felt like he was trying to throw him around. And that's why when he got up, he kind of picked him up and then kind of dropped him to make it look like it was an accident, but it was intentional. You could tell. And then Montrezl Harrell came in. He was the one who got ejected out of everyone.
No, Schneider got away. Or Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, Schroeder.
Schroeder, whatever his name is, man. That guy got away with it. Punk. I like him.
At the beginning of the pregame, the Raptors are like, be careful of Marc Gasol just because he could have that throwback game against his old team, and that's exactly what happened.
Can I say something? Man, if we had that performance during the bubble against the Boston Celtics, we would have won that game against them, man. Like just one of those games, We could have went to the conference finals.
We could have went to the finals if Marc Gasol was playing like that.
Oh my God.
But it is what it is. He put up 13 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 blocks. An all-around game without no Drummond, no LeBron, and no Anthony Davis. I feel like Marc Gasol, he was upset during the week about the acquisition of Andre Drummond to the Lakers, knowing that his role was going to diminish or maybe even get fully out of the rotation at some point.
Yeah.
So this was kind of like a statement game for him, letting him know that I still got a lot left in the tank and I could do a lot more things than Andre Drummond can, like spread the floor or pass the ball at a high level.
Yeah.
I just can't fathom that this whole game was completely a blowout. They were up 34 at one point, and it didn't feel like a competition. We were going against none of their superstars, and they made us look like clowns last night.
Couldn't make a 3 for a bucket, man. How many threes did we make during the whole game?
They had 3 threes in the first quarter, and they couldn't make a 3 in the second and third. And Flynn hit 2 threes in the fourth quarter, basically, to give us 5 threes for the game. It felt like we were on the other end of that Golden State game.
Yeah.
Like, how Golden State felt when they couldn't make it for their life? It kind of felt like that for the Raptors last night, where we were trying to shoot the lights out. It just wasn't our night. Pascal Siakam was frustrated, you could tell. Gary Trent Jr. was getting dropped at every corner. Every time I looked up, he was dropping to the floor. And Pascal Siakam, Chris Boucher was the only bright light from that game. He was doing whatever he could.
Bembry too. Bembry got 5 steals during that game?
Yeah, Bembry did
shout
well.
out to him.
Boucher, usually statistics-wise, everyone was saying during the broadcasting, they were saying how Boucher always does really good on back-to-back nights, where he has no rest and he goes off on those nights. It looked like it yesterday, but it just didn't really affect the game because the Raptors are already out of it as soon as the game started.
Yeah.
The Raptors, I mean, I'm just stressing out.
I kind of got bored watching it after the first half. Like, it was like a huge-ass blowout. I didn't really want to watch it after that.
The Raptors themselves had no Lowry, no Van Vliet, no Rodney Hood. OG Anunoby got ejected from the game. We were already kind of without any we were already struggling with depth, and then OG getting kicked out made it even worse. And there was no one to contain the guys who were going off. Horton Tucker Jr. came out and was shooting fadeaway threes and shit like fucking Steph Curry.
You know what, Tucker was doing good, yo. A lot of people were telling me, like, yo, this guy's really underrated. Like, he's not really a second-round player. Like, in their community, like, this guy was seen as the G, like the OG, like someone like who was pretty sick. So like, I think he's stepping up, and I think he's going to do a lot more damage. He's not a second-round player. He's like a hidden gem for the Lakers.
I think if he gets signed by another team, I think he can show he has a lot of upside to him.
Yeah.
He can probably put up a good enough numbers.
To go off your point, Braveen, when he was coming into the draft, he didn't expect himself to drop to a second-round pick. He thought he was a first-round pick. He's only 19 years old. He still has a lot of time to grow. And whatever, if he's a second-round pick, who cares? Embrace it. Be like a Nikola Jokic. Be like a Norman Powell. Come out and show them that whoever the 45 teams were in front of you, they missed out on a gem.
100%.
For sure.
And, you know, they were talking about this as well. Like, they're like, this is why the Lakers weren't willing to give up Horton Tucker Jr. for Kyle Lowry, because they felt like there's a lot of upside there.
Yeah.
But if they want to win now, Horton Tucker Jr. is not winning them any games. If they're trying to win now, especially with the way all the teams are loading up, a Kyle Lowry, Andre Drummond addition would have been really, really helpful to a core of LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and even Marc Gasol.
They picked up Ben McLemore as well, from what I heard.
Yeah.
The Lakers.
Yeah.
Ben McLemore got picked up, but, I mean, is he really going to get minutes, or is he going to be like a J.R. Smith off the bench?
Yeah, J.R. Smith.
Yeah, we picked up someone too, eh?
Yeah. The raw talent. I forget his name.
Freddie
something.
Freddie Gillespie.
Yeah.
Sounds like a UFC fighter.
Word.
Another Freddie gem, maybe?
We'll see.
The Raptors allowed the Lakers to score 40 points in the first quarter, and it didn't let up till the third and the fourth. The first half, they just stomped in the hearts of the Raptors yesterday.
I feel like it was our defense too, right?
It's at first inning, 40 points, yo. In the first inning, you guys drop 40 points. No way you're going to come back from a 40-point deficit. And, like, especially with the squad we have, we don't have our offensive threats, yo. So, like, it's hard.
But they were horrible from, like, both ends from the get-go. And, like,
yeah,
if you can't make a shot and you can't stop them from making a shot, how you...
No,
for sure. No, 100%.
The final score didn't tell the full story of what the game was actually like. The Raptors ended up shooting 40% for the night, 36 of 91, and brought the Lakers from 64% in the first quarter all the way down to 49%, 39 to 79. But that had more to do with them missing open shots than it did with the Raptors defense.
For sure.
Yeah.
Three-pointers, this is the most disgusting stat I've seen.
I don't think I've ever seen this type of three-point percentage on our team.
Do you think it's because we're playing back-to-back? At the end of the day, they're all humans, right? So playing back-to-back, 100% we're putting all our energy towards the first game. Second game, we had no right? You think playing back-to-back has a negative impact on us?
100%. I mean, this whole season, I feel like we're, 1-9 or 1-10?
Yeah, we're disgusting.
Yeah. Lakers didn't have to go anywhere, right? They're already here, like, day before or something? So they were, like, ready to go.
Well, the first two games, I believe, were in California, so there wasn't much traveling. And the Tampa, since you don't have to come to Toronto, it's not that much traveling for them either. On second night of back-to-backs, the Raptors have been horrible this season. They're 1-9 or 1-10. Shooting-wise, this game, like you mentioned, I've never seen this low amount of three-pointers made from our team throughout the years. But they only made 5 threes against the Lakers out of 33 attempts for 15%. And they allowed the Lakers to make 18 threes on 40 attempts for 45% from beyond the arc. Free throws, the Raptors shot 80%, 24 of 30 from the line.
That's before you continue. That's one of the plus signs for Siakam. Like he was able to go to the free throw line and make 13 out of 15 free throws.
For sure. These guys were double teaming him, which was adding to what Nugent said, which was caused the free throws or him going to the free throw line.
If you saw the Lakers double team compared to the Clippers double team on Damian Lillard, you would have felt bad for Dame. I mean, the Lakers double team was ass compared to, like, Dame couldn't even see the ball for 1 second. He only had like 9 points yesterday.
Jeez.
The Lakers only shot 64% from the line, 14 of 22. But rebounding, -7 for the Raptors, 49 to 42. The Lakers at 49, the Raptors at 42. Offensive rebounding, I'm surprised really that the Raptors won that category. Yeah, they won that category 15-11, so they were a +4. Assists, the Lakers were a +12, 29 to 17. Steals, the Raptors were a +5, 13 to 8. Blocks, the Lakers were a +4, 7 to 3. Turnovers, the Raptors only had 12, but made the Lakers turn over 21 times. The Raptors were +9. Points in the paint, the Raptors were +18. They had 52. Lakers had 34. Second chance points, the Raptors were +8. They had 23. The Lakers had 15. And fast break points, the Raptors had 12 points. The Lakers had 10 for +2. And the points off turnovers, I'm surprised the Raptors won that category. But
yeah,
it's not really that good either way, because off of 21 turnovers from the Lakers, the Raptors only scored 21 points. And the Lakers scored 11 points off turnovers. So the Raptors were still +10, but they didn't take advantage of all the turnovers the Lakers had. Biggest lead the Raptors had was 2. Lakers' biggest lead, 34.
That's disgusting.
And personal fouls, Raptors at 19, Lakers at 24 +5. And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. That was the ball game for you. And the Raptors, they dropped to 20-31. They got a big game against the Chicago Bulls, trying to fight for the 10th spot to get into the play-in tournament. Don't know how that's going to go. But the Chicago Bulls this season have had our number. And now they've added Nikola Vucevic. Even though they haven't been doing well since getting him, he's going to eat us for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, he's not going to see Marc Gasol. He's going to just eat us.
Word. He's going to see Aaron Baines. And it's an all-you-can-eat buffet, yo.
Oh, speaking of Aaron Baines, he didn't do that bad.
Yeah, last
during
couple
this
games.
game.
Yeah,
like
it's all right. But he did have some terrible plays, though.
Yeah.
Whenever he's on, I get nervous.
He hit a three. He hit a three, too.
Yeah. So did Bembry. Though.
Yeah.
Bembry had some turnovers for no reason, too. The Raptors' leading scorers for the night was Chris Boucher. In 32 minutes, he had 19 points, 8 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. 7 of 16 from the field, 1 of 6 from the three-point line, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. DeAndre Bembry, 31 minutes at 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists with 5 steals. 5 of 10 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, and couldn't make a three-point shot for his life, but that's been his season. OG Anunoby, 9 minutes, 2 points, 0 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 of 3 from the field, no free throw attempts, 0 of 2 from the three-point line, and no defensive stats.
A little smackdown.
Yeah. He had the highlight of the night with the WWE move on Dennis Schroeder.
Yo, I legit thought that was a turning point, because after that smackdown, I think someone hit a 3, and I was like, yeah, we're in it, and boom, we lost.
Yeah, I know.
That's going to be on Shaq on the floor for sure, though.
Gary Trent Jr. in 33 minutes had 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 of 15 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 6 from the three-point line with 1 steal. Pascal Siakam, 40 minutes, 27 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 7 of 21 from the field, 13 of 15 from the free throw line, 0 of 6 from the three-point line, 2 steals and a block. So I was right. At 27 points, he needed 21 attempts to do it. Malachi Flynn was solid for the most part. 33 minutes, 11 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 of 11 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 2 of 4 from the three-point line, 2 steals and a block. He had a nice fadeaway shot. I think it was over Kuzma.
Yeah.
Kuzma was shit in this game. Like he didn't do that well today. Flynn, on the other hand, I feel like he was struggling to get his shot off. Like you could see, like he's always been dribbling the ball. You go in the paint and come back out and pass it. Whereas like the previous game, he was able to get his shot off, right?
But he's able to make those mistakes because we don't have any other true point guards right
now.
Yeah. And that's fine. I mean, if it's learning mistakes, like if it's gonna make him better, I mean, I'm all for it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Stanley Johnson, 26 minutes, only scored 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 of 3 from the field, no free throw attempts, 0 of 2 from the 3-point line, and no defensive stats.
Bro, is Paul Watson still out though?
Yeah. He should be back though, because Emery's back, but I don't know.
Yeah. Unless he actually got COVID. Stanley Johnson, bro, like if you're gonna get 26 minutes, I know you got caught off guard with OG getting ejected out of the game, but come on.
Where
you gotta do something.
Your OG's doppelganger. You should be able to kill it.
Doppelganger. Yuta Watanabe, he played really well yesterday. The stats don't show it. If his offense was a little bit more consistent, he's solid. Like he's a really good rebounder. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Like not this game because he had 3 rebounds.
Who, Watanabe?
Yeah. When he gets minutes and he doesn't worry about people coming in for him if he makes a mistake or two, he plays solid. And
yeah, he's like an energy guy, right?
Yeah, he's energy, but I heard it on the radio too, like, or on the commenting. He doesn't care about, even when we're losing, he's still head down and still wanting to win. So, which is a good attitude. So
yeah, he puts his 100% no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking, like, if you're gonna get a guy like Yuta Watanabe, who's struggling from the 3, who's a left-hand shooter, who plays defense and who also gets rebounds, why not just re-sign Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, who does the same shit?
Where
it's too late for that though.
I know now, but because he signed with the Portland Trailblazers, or he's about to. But like, if Utah's gonna be there not making threes, give those minutes to Rondae. He'll be at least in the paint, getting us buckets. You know.
Yeah.
Aaron Baines only got 12 minutes, but he almost got a double-double. 9.6 rebounds, 4 or 5 from the field, 1 of 1 from the 3-point line. No defensive stats, but for 12 minutes, that's pretty good. Yuta Watanabe, 19 minutes, 8 points, 3 rebounds, and assists, 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Couldn't make a 3 for his life, 0 of 3, but he had 2 steals and a block. And that's all she wrote for the Toronto Raptors.
It sucks.
There's nothing really good to talk about in this game, though.
Yeah, sorry, what'd you say, Bravs?
No, I said it sucks that we didn't get the W. It was a good moment for Malachi Flynn just to get some more minutes, and it was good for others to step up, but it was a terrible game.
Yeah, I think Malachi Flynn's been getting, 30 minutes now? 30-plus minutes?
Yeah.
The last 3 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Marc Gasol.
He's an OG Marc Gasol.
He threw it back to the year when we got him during that championship season. In 27 minutes, he had 13 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 of 9 from the field, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line with no steals but 4 blocks. But the way he was doing his turnaround jumpers in the paint, man, I was getting so pissed off because he was missing all of those in the bubble.
Yeah.
Yo, he grabbed in the beginning of the quarter, like the first quarter. Did you see that play when Boucher got the rebound? He just grabbed it off of him.
Yeah, I was like, yo, where was it?
Bro, like that was so easy for him. Like he just took it out of his hands.
Well, Boucher is like 10 pounds, and they passed it back out to Kuzma for the 3.
But yo, Boucher isn't even your typical 5 guy. He's like a 4.
Yeah.
Caldwell Pope in 25 minutes had 13 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 of 5 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 2 of 2 from the 3-point line. Markieff Morris was the one who went off in that first quarter.
Yeah,
yo. And
he had a good game.
In 24 minutes, he had 15 points, 9 rebounds, and assist, 6 of 13 from the field, no free throw attempts, 3 of 8 from the 3-point line, and a steal.
How about Caruso?
Caruso's hustle was right there yesterday.
Yeah,
every time
he was the stats, but he was good.
Every time there's a loose ball, he was just diving on the floor and throwing to somebody for a fast break.
Yeah.
In 27 minutes, Alex Caruso had 13 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, and 3 of 4 from the 3-point line with 2 steals. Him and Markieff Morris actually were the reasons why it blew open in that first and second quarter.
This was literally like a team win, though. Like,
yeah.
Everyone stepped up.
Kuzma, your boy Kuzma was dropping those Stanley Johnson type numbers, or Yuta Watanabe. In 35 minutes, he had 8 points, 4 rebounds, and assists, 3 of 13 from the field, no free throw attempts, 2 of 11 from the 3-point line with 2 blocks. Okay, I'll give him Aaron Bain numbers. How about that?
He hit 2 to 3 threes in the first and second quarter, and I thought he was going to go off. Like, his shot looked pretty nice.
After he hit the 2 threes, it was a wrap for him.
I didn't even know. I felt like he was going to have a good game.
Dennis Schroeder, 27 minutes, had 12 points, 2 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 of 7 from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 of 2 from the 3-point line with 2 steals. Tim Horton-Tucker, in 25 minutes, had 17 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 6 of 10 from the field, 2 or 3 from the free throw line, and 3 or 4 from the 3-point line with 1 steal.
Yeah, did they ever say what happened to Schroeder in the first or second quarter? You remember when he stepped out after the ejection?
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. He came back all of a sudden.
I thought he got ejected initially, but I guess not.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
This is also this other guy off the bench. He looked kind of like Bad Baby or Lil Baby Fusion. You know that?
Cock.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but let me see. Devontae. I'm just gonna call him Devontae.
Devontae Cock.
Yeah, Devontae.
So he was going off.
In 16 minutes, he almost had double-double. He had 10 points, 8 rebounds, 5 of 7 from the field. No free throw attempts, no 3-point attempts, but he had a block. I think he had a nasty block on someone. Was it Pascal?
Yeah, but like I don't remember. It might have been Boucher. These guys stepping up right now, it's just because of the fact they had no pressure. Like if everyone's stepping up, like they have no pressure on them, they can just do whatever, you know.
Sam Mitchell, even during the game, was like, when they were going up against the Clippers, he looked nothing like this team at all. Like, he thought the Raptors could have stole this game easily, but the Raptors just came out flat-footed and couldn't put their pedal to the metal and couldn't
make a shot, bro.
Yeah, they couldn't get their offense going, and then that affected the defense, which kind of messed up the whole game and the rhythm of the game for those players. Wes Matthews in 22 minutes had 9 points, 5 rebounds, 2 of 7 from the field, 3 or 4 from the free throw line, 2 of 6 from the 3-point line, no assists, but had 2 steals, no blocks for the game. Montrezl Harrell, Kostas Antetokounmpo, and Alfonso McKinney all played a total of 6 minutes with jack shit on the floor.
He used to be a Raptor, right? Alfonso McKinney?
He was a Raptor, then he went to Golden State when we won the championship, tried to get a ring, but didn't work out.
Yeah.
Tried to steal a ring, but didn't work out. Oh, yeah. Who are we throwing under the bus?
Johnson.
We're throwing Stanley Johnson under the bus.
Yeah.
I would throw Siakam, but Siakam got 27, so.
Yo, no. I agree. No, put Siakam on there because, you're an all-star or you were an all-star. You are our top option. Like, you're not producing the right numbers. No, but like in his defense, I feel like considering the fact that none of his teammates are stepping up, I feel like the opponent team is going to try to double team him and try to contain him, right? No, I agree.
But if he had Freddie and stuff, I feel like he would have done a little bit better because the pressure wouldn't be on him as much.
For sure. No, I do agree with you, but like you can't be missing those shots. He missed a shit ton of threes.
Yeah, for sure. Right? Yeah, man. You missed a lot of threes, man.
Yeah,
a lot of threes.
So like I do agree that he did have pressure on him, but doesn't mean you go out there and shoot bricks. So if you're a number one option, get the shots in. Don't hit brick. Bank them.
If you're putting Pascal Siakam on there, I put Gary Trent with them.
Yeah.
Because coming up the games that they did, there was no energy there at all. But Stanley Johnson for sure is going on that bus. I was gonna say, dude, does OG deserve to be on that bus?
No.
The ejection wasn't necessary for that move.
Yeah, I don't even know why that was too much. Like I didn't feel like that was an actual ejection. Mm-hmm. I think they should have just gave like a tech and just played on.
Just to clarify with the both of you, we're throwing. The candidates for under the bus are.
It's Stanley Johnson, Gary Trent, and Siakam.
And star player of the game, we're gonna give it to Chris Boucher for coming out.
Yeah, Boucher. I would honestly give it to Brembry too because he got 5 steals.
Yeah. Brembry had a nice steal on Kuzma.
Yeah.
So we'll give co-star to both of them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Brembry's first.
The fact that OG got ejected, I feel like if he played, it would have been a little bit better. He's the one that sets the tone defensively, and the other guy just match up with that. But
the threes that everyone else was tripping out to take, he would have took them.
Yeah, he would have took them.
We're gonna give star player of the game to Chris Boucher and DeAndre Bembry, and then the guys riding the bus tonight that we're throwing under the bus are Gary Trent Jr., Pascal Siakam. Damn, Gary Trent and Pascal are going on that bus, and then Stanley Johnson, who's a regular member on that TTC bus.
Right.
He's got a Metro pass. I don't know how we're gonna follow him. We got a big game against Chicago. If we're gonna try to make it to the playoffs, we got to get into the play-in first, and this is a huge game. If we lose this, we lose the tiebreaker, and that's all she wrote. But
you do realize if we somehow make it to the playoffs, we're 8th place. We're gonna face the Nets, right?
Right. GG.
It's gonna be a 4-0 sweep.
Well, the Nets are Philly.
Yeah, but it's kind of looking like Nets right now.
James Harden just went down with the hamstring injury. Kevin Durant's back, but you never know. 1-2 injuries here or there for them, and then they're back to being under, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Second or third. When it gets closer to that time where we have a few games left, they can decide what they want to do. As of right now, at least make the games competitive. If you're going to lose, make them competitive. Don't just sit down and lay down for the team to come give you a beatdown. It doesn't make any sense. It's not fun to watch. You're not going to have people watching. And people aren't going to be excited just to stay tuned in till the end of the game, right?
100%.
I agree.
Any final thoughts before we wrap up this podcast?
Let's get this L.
Word. Let's get the L.
Damn, when's the last time we heard the Raptors be 20-31, man? I still can't process that right now.
Word. It's been a minute.
But shout out to Boston and New York Knicks for losing a bunch of games too. Boston's looking like ass right now. Not as ass as the Raptors.
They don't step up.
Atlanta is in 4th place right now. Atlanta's in 4th place in the East right now.
Damn.
The Atlanta Hawks are 4th place in the East right now. Charlotte Hornets without LaMelo Ball, Gordon Hayward are still 5th in the East right now.
Jeez.
Atlanta Hawks went 11 of 11 from the 3-point line in the third quarter.
They're nasty, yo. Like, this is not only LaMelo Ball and Gordon Hayward. They have Devontae Graham. They have all these other young bucks that are pretty good.
They still got Devontae Graham. They got Malik Monk. They got Terry Rozier.
I feel like ever since Atlanta fired their coach and signed Nate McMillan, they've just been going up now.
Nate McMillan was their assistant who got bumped up to the starting head.
He was on Indiana too, right?
Yeah, he's always been a guy that rallies his troops. That's going to do it for this podcast. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to it. What are y'all waiting for? Stop slacking, bro. And we'll be back with another post-game podcast against the Chicago Bulls. But till then, stay blessed, stay woke, and please stay safe. Peace.
Let's get this all.